Hey guys, boys and girls, welcome back. It's me, He-Bot, your host of Toys in My Closet. And today we have a brand new episode and hopefully an exciting one. As we all know, there's been many interpretations and iterations through the years of Batman. And one that has not really been represented in a lot of ways is this one right here. This is none other than Batman Beyond, and this is from Mcfarlane's Toys DC Multiverse. This is his Batman Beyond and his take on figure form in plastic, but also with some uniqueness to it because it has like a different face sculpt, kind of very Mcfarlane eyes, which makes him look pretty badass in my opinion. This is a weight that's going to be in 4 figure parts and form. It's going to be a Build-A-Figure with a big bath, as they call it, that is going to be released every 3 months through the course of the year to create the figure. And you see we have the piece here of one of them, which is the torso with the head. I don't know what the name of the character is, but the Build-A-Figure is obviously the big selling point for a lot of people because it's a different figure that never really been released. So we'll take a look really fast at the artwork in the back, and as you can see there, they have Batman Beyond with the actual toy form of the toy product fighting the Build-A-Figure. As you see, here is the Build-A-Figure. He is the first one in the wave. There's number 2, 3, and 4 coming, and you see down here the silhouette of them. I know one of them is a Batman Beyond girl, which I don't know her name, and this is a new character never made, and another character never made before as well. You see here a picture of the Build-A-Figure. It says Batman Beyond there on the side, and there is a picture of a close-up look of how he looks like, the bath, and the Build-A-Figure here. Well, Batman's Future End, that's the name of the Build-A-Figure. And then we have Batman Beyond, obviously with the logo here, starting down from his feet, going all the way up, as you can see. And he looks pretty badass with a ninja-esque type of mask and face. And here are his 2 classic Batman boomerang and a set of arms. Now, there, here in the side, you see it says Batman Beyond, and then in the top it says Mcfarlane Toys, age 22 moving parts, and that's pretty much it. So, one thing with this figure that you guys should know is that Mcfarlane has actually created 2 versions of him. One is more simplified, that doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure. You can find them in more select stores. This one here is actually the Target exclusive, and I got him, through the Target.com. He was a little bit hard at first, but I was able to acquire him through the online store when he was available. I mean, he might continue running through the rest of the year, which I hope he does, because I know he's a figure that a lot of people are chasing. Because the last figure we had that was really excellent of him was from Mezco. And now that figure is a one-time print and it's extremely expensive. And, nobody wants to pay $200+ for a figure, even though it is a beautiful figure. So, let's take him out of the box. Let's see what he has to offer as a figure and what kind of good and bad are introduced with the engineering of this figure in particular. So sit back and relax, enjoy yourself, and have yourself a digital drink. I hope that you join me for the ride and then you have a good time, and let's do it. Let's have some fun. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, and we're back, and now let's take a closer look out of the box at the Batman Beyond, which is aka, I believe, Terry Mcginnis. That's the name of the character that takes the mantle. And this is a younger man that Batman trains when he's an older man, based on the animation, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let's take a closer look at him because he looks absolutely fantastic. And like I wanted to say, this is the Target exclusive. The biggest difference from the single carded one that will be available mainstream is the face. The face is actually molded to look like his nose, his mouth, which this one you get a little bit of the nose, and it's more in the traditional sense of what Batman Beyond looks like, right? And I like that one, but I think this one was more badass and mean looking and more menacing, which is what I feel Batman should look like, especially that he's more lanky and not as built and girthy as we know Batman to be from the original and other iterations, right? Which is the Bruce Wayne. Now, I think this figure is absolutely stunning. You see the black matte finish. Everything is molded, very simple, not much here, but what's there works. It pops. It really stands out. Like the bat symbol being molded on his chest. Looks absolutely fantastic. Nice and clean and cleanly painted. The same thing like the matte finish on his arms. And then you have the gauntlets that have the spikes popping out, which are on his forearms, but you see that they are in a nice glossy and shiny black, which works tremendously. And you see the straps on it, and it looks almost like a separate piece. Then we have the set of hands here, which are the gripping hands, right? And he comes with another set, which is open splayed hands, for the fact of when he has his wings spread out. Nice detail in the chest area that looks like an armor made out of metal. Then we look at his obvious belt with the nice silver and reds, looking really nice in a matte finish with the silver, gunmetal silver painted around it. Going down to the actual thighs, you see that his legs are not too big, not too small. Has a nice sheen to them, but you see the muscle definitions is not overly done because it's more matted, and it looks very good. All the way down to his knees, and kneecaps, his shin on his legs, the back muscle of the shin, and then his feet, which looks like pointy bat ninja slippers, which is how it was in the actual source material. So again, a closer look at his face. See the white eyes, looks incredible, as you can see there. Now, you also notice and you see that in the back we have his wings. Now, most of the time in the cartoon, the wings are disappeared, right? He doesn't have them on. They come out of his suit, I believe, electronically, right? But in the figure, they made it where you can't really take them off. But if you warm this up, you'll be able to pop it out, but then there'll be a big hole there, which I think is kind of ugly. So Mcfarlane could have opted to do it where it pops out, and then came with a little plug that you put in the back, and it would make the cavity look filled and not empty. But I guess it would cost more money and it would have been more cost efficient. These do splay out and spread out, the wings. They really do. And they look great, right? But if you notice when they do, they have these little latches here too and holes, which we'll get to that in a little bit. But for the most part, I leave them folded this way. It really doesn't bother me because it seems like if it was his cape just draping down and not really draping up. So that's something that a lot of people that really are Batman and Beyond enthusiasts are kind of complaining about. But it really doesn't bother me because I don't see it. I don't like him when he has that plain look. I think he looks too plain. Like he looks too, I don't know, it doesn't look too great in my opinion. But some people legitimately do like that look. So I can't act like it's only about what I like, because it's about what everyone likes. You got to try to please everybody. But I don't think for the $20 price point, Mcfarlane couldn't have done any better than this. I think he really hit the nail, and he's doing a great job. So now let's take a look at the accessories that it brings. So we'll move Batman all the way back, or beyond Mr. Beyond over here, as far back as we can, and we'll start off with obviously the card that it brings, that is showing the artwork of the figures in form. It says here, we turn it around, and it has a little description. And there it is, Terence Terry Mcginnis. He's 198 pounds, 6 feet in height, and it says Terry Mcginnis was just an ordinary teenager until his father was mysteriously killed, suspecting foul play. Terry meets an older, bitter Bruce Wayne and learns a secret hidden for decades, right? When Bruce refuses to help, Terry steals and dons a high-tech, tricked-out bat suit in a quest to avenge his father's death as Batman. And of course, there's more details than that. Obviously, it goes much more deeper if you read the comics. So that's one thing it comes with. Next thing it comes with, obviously, the base, the same round base with the DC logo, which is simple but very effective and fun to have, because some figures are harder to stand, especially when you're trying to do it in a display shelf where you have so many figures all together with the little peg. So it's nice that he throws that in there. Next, we have the second set of hands, which these actually come with them. I was the one that changed them because these are for when he's flying, and they're more of the kind of the pointed handed hands that look almost like a vampire style with long nails. Because he is a Batman, and so he comes with them. Then he comes with two wonderfully sculpted and painted versions of his Batarang. Look at how beautiful that looks. High tech, nice clean paint job for the most part. You got a little splurging here, even some indentations. All the high tech, details in the middle, and there is two of them. And these are actually the way they look like always in the cartoon. And the other version brings some different versions of them that are not the ones that are authentic. So people might not like that either, but that's part of the deal. It's a give or take when it comes to the two versions that Mcfarlane does. That's why a lot of people end up buying both versions just to have everything. Now, here is the other piece it comes with, which is the Build-A-Figure, which this gets me mad because this Joker face here looks absolutely menacing and stunning. It should have been the Joker face that he actually sculpted, right, for that Joker that he did separate, instead of having that other one that really doesn't have an appealing face. Look at that, the mouth, the teeth, the hair perfectly painted with that neon green, with the whites and the blacks over the eyes. This would have been a fantastic face, but obviously he didn't do it. The bat symbol there with the eye sculpted, the green, lining and stuff, and the spine in the back, and then obviously if you turn it around, you see that it comes with you have Batman's face too, with the red eyes. He's like a mutation of Joker and Batman together. And then the torso area there. I don't have any connections to this, don't care. The build figure is completely built. I will put it up for sale or for trade up or something else, because I do not care about this character, no matter how cool it looks put together. I do not care. I just don't care. So that's the other piece that came with, like I said. So those are his accessory parts. You go down there that he came with. So now let's take a quick transition and take a look at his articulation. And here we go. Let's look at his articulation. Let's start off with the head, obviously. So it can move left and right. It can look down that much. It could look up a nice amount, that much. And obviously it has the traditional tilt, which is absolutely fantastic. So you got a nice range in the head. Then we have here the butterfly joints, which is not really a lot, but it's there. we have the shoulders that go up very substantial. Go up that much. Back down. We have the nice swivel, which is very nicely hidden, but it's there. And we have the double on the actual arm, like so. And then we have the whoop, whoop, which in this one, as you can see how he sculpted it, it's hidden very well, the ball peg. You could also turn it and twist it, you know, side to side. It is done very well for this particular figure, which is also a nice appeal and attractive look for the figure. Then, right here in the torso area, he has the torso here, which he can bend to the left, and he can bend to the right. He has a little bit of take in the front to front crunch, and then a little bit to the back to back crunch. Then in this area, he has obviously the swivel and the entire waist, which also gives him more range, because you can actually use that range from the front, and you can bend them that much, and then you can hyper extend them back. If you move this out, it's that much, as you can see. Now, as for the thigh area, again, it moves a nice amount, as you can see. If this was cut just a tad high, lower, and not so high, you can get more range, because it's still well hidden if you see in the buttocks area, but you still get a decent range. Then you obviously can split like Van Damme, like so. Let's fix his head real quick, like so. The Van Damme split. He can move his leg forward that much, and then he can move his leg backwards. Let's move the wings again, that much. And the wings do get in the way when you're trying to articulate them, or at least trying to show it. But you know, again, if you do hot water on the heater in your car, with the heater, you can warm them up enough to take them off. Here's the knee, a double in the knee, which, because he's so skinny, don't look right that well, but it's still there. And the ball peg's kind of big in the foot, not as hidden as the wrist, but you know, it still looks decent enough. It goes back forward way substantially, and the back very, very well. Toe pivot, and then of course you have the forward pin rocker, as they call it, forward pin rockers. I'm trying to straighten these out, right? Now, for the wings, it spreads out like so, right? Spreads out like so. And turn this way. So what these latches do is, you put up his arms, and what we're going to do is, really fast, we're going to change his hands, right? And put the ones that look like the vampire long nailed hands, and put those in. They come on and off very easily. And there's a latch underneath the gauntlet right there, where you pin it right there to the side of the wing, and then you put the hands overlaid like this, like it's holding the wing, right? And then of course we're going to do that to this side. I'm going to take out this hand, I'm going to put in the vampiric long nail hands. We're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to latch on the piece like so, right? Then overlap the hand over the wing like it is holding it. So when you have it positioned correctly, voila, this is what he looks like. And that makes him look absolutely fantastic. This is the way I will be displaying him at all times. I'm going to try to get him to stand. It's kind of hard because his legs and feet are kind of skinny and flat. At the same time, it's a little harder. Let's see if I can zoom in on him. There we go. So there you have, guys, what it looks like. Obviously with his wings on. And he looks pretty badass, if you ask me. He looks fantabulous. And you can, you know, also kind of bring the wings higher if you want. Like so. If you want to do that, you can bring them higher. And he's still, you know, he still manages to display really well like that. So that's what it looks like. And if you want to have them down in a more neutral look, then you just bring them all the way down because they overlap each other in the back in a really nice way, where it's not intrusive. And you can give them the relaxed look, which he also looks pretty fantastic like that also, as you can see. So either way, you have a little bit, you know, some nice options on how to display them. And, you know, if you want to change the hands, so let's, you know, put on the accessories real quick and see what he looks like with these in his hands. You could always, you know, put on, let's say, the regular hand, right? Like so. Oh boy. This is giving me a hard time. I can't find the hand. Where's the hand? Where's the hand? Oh man. I can't find the hand. The hand disappeared on me. Alright, so let's put this back on. Let's take off this one. So I have it here. Hopefully this one won't disappear on me. And put this one on. Like so, right? Make sure it's working. And you can just put the batarang like so on there. And have it where, you know, where it looks like he's going to throw it. I'll hold it in his hand while he's, you know, while he has the wings on him. You know, like so. Which looks pretty cool. Regardless, it still looks pretty cool, and you can display them like that as well if you choose, if you so choose so. If you so choose to do so. Let's look at it really close up here. You know. And there you have Batman Beyond, Terry Mcginnis. And how cool he looks. So, I'll try to give him some comparison with some other Batman Beyond figures that I have. One that I can compare, which is the Mattel one, and then with some other Batman figures to see how he stacks up, obviously, next to them. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, and here we are. Here we have the first comparison of Batman Beyond. And as you can see, I have him here next to the Mattel's DC Universe Classics Terry Mcginnis Batman version that they had. And as you can see, the disparity is quite different. Very, very different. In comparison to here, he is a closer look at him, a lot more slender, and you can remove the actual wings that stay open. It's just a piece, and then you can leave him like this next to him, and you see what he looks like without the the wings, and that is the definitive version that people were really sought after for a while. I wanted to get my hands on the Mezco 112 version because it looked really good, but I never did. It's kind of pricey now, so I don't know if it's worth my time, especially with this really, really good interpretation of the Mcfarlane one, and you see how nice it looks. So let's bring some other characters, I guess, so that we can kind of compare. What I'll do is I'll bring in all the Batmans so far with Mcfarlane, so you can kind of see what they look like next to each other. And here is that poster shot, if you will, that poster shot for DC. Let me clean off this lens a little bit. There you go. Here you have all in there. I have Batman Beyond. The Batman, he's like the Punisher version of Batman. I forgot which one is from here. As you can see, in the back I have I believe it's the New 52. The one in the very back is obviously the Mcfarlane actual, original design. And the one on the top on the stand is the Batman from The Curse of the White Knight. This is the Batman 1000, which was the very first one, which is still not a lot nicer than people gave it credit, in my opinion. I still think it's a really nice figure. He has an animation style look to him, but I still think it's a pretty nice figure. And Batman, I also have the blue version of him. I have the Thomas Wayne here, which is basically from Flashpoint, where his dad, that's Thomas Wayne, right here. Then the back is the Batman dark metal or heavy metal. It's one of those back there with the scythe. And I also have the one from the two games, from the Arkham Asylum and Batman Origins game. Since they're not really comic book Batmans, I didn't really bother to put them here. I also got the cyborg version of him where he's evil. I forget what it's called, but it's the Batman that's right here. He looks like a cyborg. But he's a bad guy with dark metal as well. And as you can see, he's already made a bunch of nice looking Batmans, and they're all pretty awesome figures in their own right. I normally wouldn't collect the same character, especially, if it's a character that I already have, like Batman. But as you can see, every single Batman he's made to this point, they're all different. They all look different. They have their own style. Even though you can see it's supposed to be, obviously Batman, right? But they still look pretty distinctive. in their own right. So now let's put them next to some other scaled figure and see how they stack up. So we're back, and here we have them next to Ahsoka Tano from obviously the Star Wars Black Series, and another wonderful fine young female from Star Wars, from The Mandalorian. I believe it's Bo-Katan. And you can see they're both very similar in height, but look pretty cool next to him. They kind of look towers both over the both of them, obviously, right? But so let's see who else we can bring in here real quick. A couple more just to see. Let's bring in. Let's move this way. We'll move Ahsoka over here. Move Bo-Katan here. And of course, Jerry keeps falling down on me because he will have it away. Obviously. So, now we have him there. Now there's Rory standing. Let's bring in Omega from Mcfarlane Toys. And we'll bring in none other than Brother Snake Eyes real quick. Brother Snake Eyes, Omega, and let's see if we can zoom out a little bit, and obviously next to Batman Beyond. You see they look pretty cool, even though there is differences in size. So let's bring in also Mr. Mirror Master from DC Collectibles. Mirror Master. And let's see another figure we can bring in. Let's see. Let's bring in. Let's move out Snake Eyes. And let's bring in Mr. Vigilante. Also from the DC Cell Classics. You see them here next to Batman Beyond, looking really good, but obviously smaller in scale by comparison. Oh, hit the camera. There we go. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, let's move out Mr. Miracle, or rather, Mirror Master. And let's move out Vigilante, which I kind of hope Mcfarlane does both of those characters in the DC Classics multiverse line. And let's bring in to, kind of finish off. Let's bring somebody else. Let's see. Let's bring in the NECA Defenders of the Earth, Ming the Merciless, which is actually another contender of the year figure for me, or best of, right? Like, I think this would be one of the figures of the year easily, or one of. And let me bring in maybe, let's see, the Bandai model kit figure of Krillin from Dragon Ball Z, meaning Dragon Ball Z, right? And there you go. I'm gonna put them side by side. You see, it's kind of the height difference is there. It's pretty funny. So you have it, and so let's see. Wait, what's his name? Right, we have right here, right next to him. Just in case I'm not. Let me bring in Civil Warrior. Right back. There. Bye-bye. For some color and contrast. And then I'll move over Krillin to see the child. And I'm over here in the front. But there you go. There you go. So there are some comparisons with other lines and scales. Obviously, Civil Warriors from the Eternals Champion mobile game from Marvel, and Krillin, like I said, is from Dragon Ball Z. And this is the model kit version that you can build, and I think it's the best looking figure of him in a good price range, right? So now let's go to the final thoughts and the review, and let you guys know what I think overall of this Batman Beyond Terry McGinnis figure from Mcfarlane Toys, and in closing thoughts. So here we go, guys. Here's my final thoughts and closing statements about the figure, what it has to offer. So, bottom line, no questions asked. This is one of the best Batman Beyond figures out in the market to this date, especially for the price point, the details, what it comes with. Mcfarlane is just doing a tremendous job and knocking it out of the park, and it's just getting better and better. And it's just going to exceed and succeed as time goes on. I highly recommend them, especially if you like the unique look of him and the actual realistic battle hands and the build figure that he made him part of when it comes to the Target exclusive version, which is this one. And if not, then you can seek out the regular version, which he brings translucent pieces you can put on his leg and feet and make it look like he's blowing out some type of effect like fire out his feet, moving around so fast, being so agile, and and some other stuff. But it's not it's not like a big deal. Like, it just brings cool stuff, different. Now, if I had to say one negative, I guess would be, since people like his plain look without the cape, Mcfarlane should have done and figured out a way where that peg in the middle could have been completely either removable or tucked away, and you could have used him and displayed him with, with or without the red cape, and done it like a plug and play method, and gave it a little plug to cover the cavity in the back, so the figure wouldn't look so messed up without it. That would be my only negative. Again, I consider this also to be there on top as one of the, contenders for best of the year as far as figures go, because he's fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic. I can't stress that enough. So go out to your Targets, local Targets, and check them out online, whatever. Just keep trying, and hopefully you'll have luck and you'll find them. So, guys, this is the Batman Beyond Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse Terry Mcginnis version from the 4 Build-A-Wave series set, exclusive to Target. Give me a thumbs up if you like the review. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the review. And as always, share this video with someone you think might like it. For all those of you that continue to stop by and always support my channel because you like what I do and always show me that love, thank you, because without you guys, this channel would be nothing and I could not sustain it. It means the world to me, and I'm very humbled and very appreciative and feel very blessed to have you guys as my subscribers and my fans and my friends, or whatever you want to call it. If you just stop by and you're new to the channel and you like what I'm doing, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. But if you subscribe, I'm very grateful, because I know you didn't have to, but if you did, remember I consider you now part of my family. If you guys want to check me out on social media, I am under Hebot Powerful Gamer on Twitter and under C_respect on Instagram. You can follow me there if you ever want to talk or say anything. Just shoot me a DM and I'll talk to you guys and work out any particulars. Like if you guys want to, want me to donate anything for me to showcase, review, or show on the channel, it will be my pleasure. It will be an honor. Just, hit me up in the DMs and we'll work out the particulars, like I said. And if you guys ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form to better the channel for the betterment of the channel and get better and bigger and have more content like this, or even more premium content, there's a way you can do it. Obviously, you have the means to, and you want to do it from the kindness of your heart. It's not obligated. It's down in the description below with my PayPal account information and my Patreon. And just remember, that you can always, hit me up at any time. Well, guys, this is Heba signing off with your host, obviously me, with another episode of Toys in My Closet. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'll see you then. Love you guys very much. Be safe, keep collecting, but be considerate while doing it and respecting others, because we're still in trying times. But we can enjoy what we do still while respecting others. See you then, guys. Peace. Bye-bye.